Hello and welcome to this gaming channel for another gaming video. Here we are with X-Men 2, The Clone Wars, no relation to Star Wars, on the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive, as we call it here in Europe. I mean, you've always wanted me to do an X-Men video, well, here we are. In this game, it just starts instantly, for some reason, with no menu. The game just drops you right into it and you don't even get to select a character. As we can see, I got Beast. I think it selects randomly, or maybe it's always Beast, I'm not sure. This is a game I have played before, unlike Batman Returns. I have played this game before, but it's been many years. So I probably stink at it anyway. Let's see how it goes. This is, in my opinion, one of the best superhero games ever made. It's a great superhero platformer. The best of all the old X-Men platforming games from the good old days. There's quite a few of them. This is the sequel to another Sega X-Men game. Which is not, it's pretty good, but it's not as good as this one, for many different reasons. The graphics are a lot better here, a lot cooler looking. And one thing about the other game, a really stupid thing, is that you can't use your powers indefinitely. There's a limit to them. You have a power meter, like... It's like it's ammunition or something that depletes. That's really dumb. Why would it be like that? With, you know, the mutant powers. And this guy's power is this. He just slams the ground. That's a pretty simple power. He's also very agile though. Or he can jump better, and I think he can even kind of climb on or stick to walls or something. So all the characters are very different. Stop it, get away from me, you stupid tank. Come on, that's right. I wanna be near that when it blows. Hey-o. Okay, no. What are you doing, Beast? You're going nuts. Relax, relax, Beast. Come on, relax. Beast is very strong too, his punches. Very powerful. And he can... Can't he? Yeah, he can stick to the wall, see? And of course they can't all do that, naturally. Where am I supposed to go? Alright, here. Oh, come on, get away from me. And these enemies are, of course, ninjas of the hand, I guess. I mean, it looks like it. Looks like the hand ninjas. Can we please get... Did I get it? No. Can we... Okay. He didn't want to be here anymore. Can we... Come on. Okay, well, it doesn't have any effect on it. Can we get to the second level for once? Can we get to the second level? Just want to see the second level. Come on. Come on. Give me a break. I don't know why they do this, like start you immediately into the game. That's a weird thing. That's the only negative about this game. Kind of a weird negative too, not a big gripe, just a kind of an odd thing. Why would you do that? Beast is not my preferred character to play as. I do have a preferred character. And hopefully we'll get to that. Oh, come on, man. Just go away. Can this be over? I mean, this first level, I mean. And there it is, finally. And here we get to the menu. Marvel Comics. 1995. Wow, that was really late into the game. I mean, the Sega days were basically over. X-Men 2, Clone Wars. Developed by Head Games. Good morning, Professor X. Okay, yeah, we don't have time for that. Techno-organic beings known as Phalanx have returned. The ninjas were Phalanx clones. More are located in the Sentinel complex. Is that a thing from the comics? I don't know. Ah, here we go. Select character and Cyclops, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Psylocke, Sexy Psylocke, Wolverine. Yeah, those are your characters. And you can later play as Magneto. I've gotten pretty far in this game, but I've never completed it. But I've gotten pretty far. Not gonna get far this time though, we all know that. Cyclops is my guy. He's the best character in the game by far, because of his optic blasts. And I can't believe we actually made it to the second level. His optic blasts are great, because you don't have to go anywhere near the enemies. You know, unless it's an annoying bastard like this guy. What happened? He didn't shoot, I pressed the button. Come on, Cyclops, don't prove me wrong. I just praised you. But anyway, it's not the only reason why I usually always play Cyclops in this game, because he's the best. It's also because he's my favorite X-Man. Yes, sir, Cyclops is my favorite X-Man. Not only that, but he's also my favorite Marvel hero. Not only that, but he's also my second favorite superhero of all time, behind Batman. Yeah, bet you didn't know that. Because I've never said it. I've never really talked about the X-Men really at all on my channel. But it's true. Big fan of Cyclops. For many reasons. I like his power. It's a really cool power, and it's also a tragic power, because it's really like a terrible curse, right? He can't control it. He just destroys everything that he looks at, or kills people that he looks at, and he can't control it. You can do a lot of interesting stuff with that. I don't think a whole lot of really interesting stories has been done with Cyclops though. Ow. He's often not used to his full potential. Especially in the movies. Man, he really sucks in the movies. I mean, I guess the later ones is okay. I haven't seen the last X-Men movie, the one that everybody hates. But I've seen the second to last, Apocalypse. And he was pretty good. For once, he was pretty good in that movie. And I also like the fact that he's the leader of the X-Men, despite being such a troubled guy, such a terrible power. He's still able to... Ow, there's nothing there. He's still able to get past that and, you know, just focus on leading the X-Men and being a role model for all... You see, this is what happens when you start talking too much. You don't... Oh man, I'm dying here. A role model for all other mutants to look up to and follow his example. He focuses on that instead of just wallowing in self-pity. Well, most of the time. There's been some odd Cyclops moments in the comics, we all know that. I think these writers have decided to do weird things with him. There's a lot of stuff I don't even know about. I don't really read that much X-Men comics. I mean, I've read a fair amount, but I'm by no means an expert. I'm not an expert on the X-Men. So a lot of you guys, of course, over the years, you've requested a X-Men video. Obviously, X-Men villains video, my top 5 or 10. Well, I usually do 5, of course. Top 5 X-Men villains. And it's of course something that I've considered many times over the years. But I've never done it. I don't know if I ever will do it. It's because you can also punch, by the way. You don't really need that a whole lot. It's because I don't know the X-Men villains that well. You know, like I said, I've read a fair amount of X-Men comics, but not that many. I'm not an expert. I think I know which the two top would be, though. My two favorites. That would be Magneto as my number 2, probably, and Mystique as my number 1, probably. But I don't know who the others would be. I have no idea. Like, really no idea. I kinda like Mr. I hope you don't get crushed here. That would suck. I kinda like Mr. Sinister, but I've read very little with him, so I don't really feel that I know how to judge him properly. And Sabretooth, Juggernaut. Let's just continue with Cyclops. Cyclops the game. Come on, get up. That's a nice little kick, but you don't need that either because you got the optic blasts. What was I saying? Yeah. What villains would I put on there? I don't know. That's why I haven't made that list, in case you're wondering. Why hasn't Mr. Rhodes made a top 5 best X-Men villains video? It's so obvious, such an obvious thing to do. Yeah, it is. But I don't want to half-ass it, you know, just put, you know, whoever on the list and just do a quick little read-up on the characters and say really shallow things about them that I like. I could do that. But I mean, that's not really how I do things, as you probably noticed. I feel like I really need to know the characters better. And I just don't yet. Maybe I never will, I don't know. Yeah, you can, if you want to, in the comments, you can suggest some, like, the best 2 stories maybe with certain villains, like Mr. Sinister. What are the best 2 Mr. Sinister stories? You can suggest that in the comments, maybe I can look into them. And Sabretooth, the best Sabretooth stories, the best 2, like, don't suggest too many, because I don't have that much time on my hands to just read a whole ton of stuff. Can you go through here? We can't. Oh, okay, under. Yeah, just any villain. The bigger ones. Don't suggest some minor forgotten X-Men villain. I did talk about a forgotten X-Men villain though once. Remember that, guys? Remember that? So, I have talked about the X-Men a little bit. What was his name again? It was from the early 90s run. Like right after the Jim Lee era. And they still use these awesome designs, the Jim Lee designs. I love the design of Cyclops, by the way. Especially the Jim Lee design. I love the visor, the costume. Looks pretty cool. Oh, I'm about to die. I think I'm blabbering too much now. Oh yeah, the forgotten villain. What the hell? What was his name? He's that forgotten I can't even remember. Well, look at his poses, by the way. He's doing the typical superhero pose. Cyclops is, you know, the archetypical superhero. The superhero stereotype. It's Cyclops, Superman, and Captain America. Those are the archetypical superheroes. And out of those, I like Cyclops the most, obviously. My second favorite after Batman. I actually almost made a top 5 Cyclops stories video once. But I decided not to do it for some reason. Oh, come on. Kinda hard to aim it. I have not read the stuff where he's become like a villain or something. The new stuff. The newer stuff. Maybe it's not that new anymore. The whole Cyclops was right. Whatever thing. I don't really know what that's all about. I haven't read any of that. Whoa, that's kind of creepy. Sentinels, okay. Well, you know, it's getting a bit boring to just show you Cyclops, so let's try somebody else, maybe. Let's try Gambit, then, because I do like using characters with projectile weapons. Oh no, it's a boss. I should have picked Cyclops. What is... Should have picked... Oh yeah, this boss, I remember this. No, you're supposed to hit these things. Destroy those things and avoid getting... I should have picked Cyclops. I didn't know it was time for the boss already. And then you gotta run out of here real quick before everything blows up. Once you've beaten this guy. I don't remember. What am I doing? Oh man, I'm gonna die. Oh shit. I said. Okay, Gambit, stop posing so dramatically. You're dead. I know, I get it. Cyclops. You had your chance, Gambit, and you blew it. I can't help that you blew it. That's on you, man. Come on, blow up. Jump. Oh no. Why did I jump right into it? It wasn't shooting at where I was. I should have just stayed where I was. And I would have been fine. Sometimes you do stupid things like that. When you're a dum-dum. I almost did it again, but I'm getting bombarded anyway, so... Okay, there we are. Destroy the boss. Yeah, I get it, I get it. You don't have to explode that much. Okay, you weren't supposed to go that way. There was just some life there. Here we are. Am I gonna make it? I don't know. Do these things strike? Yeah, they do. Definitely do. Now, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not gonna make it. I don't remember exactly where the heck you're supposed to go. Here, there, I don't, you see, I'm already lost. Yeah, you see, that was a dead end. Oh man, I ain't gonna make it now. Come on, Psych. Scott, Slim Summers. Run like the wind. Oh. We're going the right way. I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best. Oh, that was a dead end. Come on, Psych. Come on. You're running out of time here. Psych. Yeah, oh, emergency exit, of course. Well, we made it. We actually made some progress for once in one of these gaming videos. Sponsored by Pepsi. Let's try out Sexy Psylocke. Let's just check this level out. You know, I'm not really gonna... Oh yeah, these guys. I remember these guys. Oh man, I really could have used Cyclops. He can stick to walls too. Really could have used Cyclops here. Her attack only works on people. Doesn't work on mechanical enemies, if I remember correctly. Can we use it on you? No. There. She's more agile. A lot quicker. Ah, and she's already dead. Wow, Psylocke. Well, I just sucked at playing Psylocke, obviously. I don't know if I'm gonna play this again sometime, continue. Maybe, I don't know. But at least we made some progress for once. So that's nice. Yeah. There's your X-Men video. Finally, after all these years, you got an X-Men video. And I will see you in the asylum next time. Goodbye.